What up, guys? Boy Rican tapping in, testing, going live. Unreleased KoD. What's good, y'all? Let's give Iron a few minutes, see if he's gonna tap in here. First time ever reacting to an unreleased KoD. All right, let's get into it. What up, y'all? Rican Ranger, KoD, the returns back again. Fighting through it. You already know technical difficulties and all. My man C still in the building. The Nightmare Dog, the fucking Terminator. We here, bro. Welcome back. We good, man. We good.
Welcome. Man, this should be an interesting show tonight. Like really interesting.
I like returns, right?
Yeah, you dig what I'm saying? I like how like the atmosphere is for this type of show. Like people been waiting to like.
Got my special gloves.
Boom. Oh
yeah. Got the special gloves today.
That's
you know, for my best friend. You know.
Man,
for the drop, I gotta
tackle him. Like, what do you want to tackle tonight?
Well, basically, like I feel like they think we should have been our timeline. You know, it's crazy. How am I coming in? How's my volume and everything? Everything's good.
You sound wonderful, and I feel that sentiment so much because, like, I hate the fact when other people, especially people who sit on the sidelines, or you when to move, we tell you when to be creative, we tell you when to stop something, like, and it's weird. Like, it's that parasocial relationship thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's like where the audience feels like, oh, we can dictate what you're doing.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing, right? I feel like the evolution of Rican that's happening like within me, right? Not to be a cornball, I'm just saying, like, to kind of sum it up for people. It's like when you jump out here, being media trained, it's like you got to go through stuff, and like being emotional on the internet, and you know, being memed and being a public figure per se is something that has to be learned, I guess, because like I've never been like, all right, well, I have to watch everything I say or everything I do, like everything affects the outcome of the project in the future, whether I want to accept that or not. And you know, it's kind of the truth. So changes have to happen, right? So it's like the NiNjeTTi news network has to evolve, Rican has to evolve, NiNjeTTi as a whole has to evolve. Like obviously all this hate and how they're feeling about me is a project of kind of like what they want, because hate is just love at the same time, jealousy and envy, and it's a bunch of emotions all rolled up to one, right? Because I feel like they all just want me back over there so we can believe in the project and push it forward. But that ship came and went. So it's like instead of just you put 10 toes down and move forward and put my money where my mouth is per se, they're being negative, they're being assholes about a lot of stuff. So it's like the internet now I know
it's like, oh yeah, we was 10, like all the and it's like strange, and it shows it's a lose-lose situation from it. It just boom, stay focused on the task at hand.
I extended, hey, we can be, you know, moving way more peacefully, way more smoothly, but it's like you guys want to constantly think I'm going to be the butt of the joke. That's what's hilarious. Like we can't kick it funnier than them and just meet them and match that energy. But for some reason, when we do it, because I've got a book coming out and I'm this and I'm that, I can't participate in the shenanigans, which is bullshit, because it's like I popped off because of this. If I want to be a trash tuber and put a comic book out, that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. They can have their opinions. You're involved in it now. We're still here. So if you guys want to stop, we're gonna stop. We got plenty of positive to focus on. Like I said, I plan on keeping my word. This is all jokes. None of it's serious. I'm moving. You guys have made your stand. I take my stand. I'm choosing to be a creative and move forward with my music and my project. But whoever wants to smoke is still with the smoke.com. Don't get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? Formation on everybody. That part. But me and C got a lot going on as far as music, being creatives, our own individual projects. He's reestablishing his brand and his things off of this. So it's like, we're not worried about y'all. So, I mean, we're going to take it we're going to talk a little Disney era Power Rangers too. So we just wanted to kind of go over the drama real quick as far as like what's going on with the internet. Because now Sam was an example of someone coming onto the project and me giving you guys real-time transparency of the creation process and who my artist is. And he got, his intentions was misconstrued in the beginning. And they're saying that it was anyone affiliated with NiNjeTTi is going to be under scrutiny, heavy scrutiny, because of
that. I want to press that low key because it was an attempt to drive a wedge between you and your artist, and also an attempt to like, and we're going to support him under the guise of support. It was really the intentions were to fuck over Rican's project and to like bring light to his art. So if everybody's in your artist's inbox telling him, oh, you should be getting paid by Rican, you should be getting paid by Rican, he's going to like, oh, well, let me back away from Rican.
Have shit to say, especially when it seems like the concept of my cocky, I don't deserve what I have, or I think I'm bigger than I am, or whatever about me. So it's like okay, let's check that at the door and keep it moving. So I'm telling y'all, I'm gonna kill my name at all times. All of us, all my crew, everyone. You know, we're all our own people, but at the same time, we all men at the end of the day. So NiNjeTTi is a stand for something, still an honor among Steves over here. So that's really it. That's all I really wanted to get off my chest about it. I'm cooling. I'm chilling. See, we got so much to do, bro. It's like, so with that being said, right, we got a couple of things. We're going to talk about the reboot at the end of the show, our faith, our overall faith in whatever's going on with the brand. And if we think this NiNjeTTi leaks, right? And then we're going to give you guys a couple, we're going to do a sketch challenge, right? NiNjeTTi sketch challenge. Have artists who are interested in submitting to NiNjeTTi recreate these sketches. These are same sketches. The main artist, we're looking for some backup for him. So we want to do some auditions and see if there's people out there that want to pen NiNjeTTi and jump in and maybe help out and start negotiations with some other people. That on the horizon. So where you want to go? See, let me toss you the rock, bro. That's all I wanted to say.
Man, we can go wherever you want to go. We can attack the Disney era real fast, and hopefully,
yeah, let's look it up, right? I'm gonna Google it right now. Ninja Storm, right?
Yeah, boom. It's initially the Disney era.
I love that season, bro.
Yeah, it's when they transition from California to New Zealand. So you can like tell the show looking like the biggest tell. More greenery.
I like Wild.
Oh yeah, Wild Force was the shit. Wild Force, I would say, was like a great like whole Saban era.
Yeah,
and like it was low, and I feel like they brought it back to like young adults type deal.
Well, do me a favor, see, break it down. When it shifted from Saban, Neo Saban, Disney, like give us the timeline and then let's dive right into it. Cause I forget, like, well, where does it separate for some of the fans that don't know?
Yeah, technically it's the separation happens like in like the contracts got negotiated and shit, and then that like the actual like Power Ranger Disney, and Disney was seeing like the entire show is like it was really because there was like a Time Force movie, and the what is it, Forever Red was supposed to be longer, but that was
Forever Red.
Yeah, Forever Red.
Class. That's one of the best. What do they call it? Team ups.
The of fucking Power Rangers, dude.
But speaking of, let me hold up. See, since we're talking power, and we forgot the intro. Since you know the Broken Dragon dagger's coming back out, everybody, we got to keep it. You know, I got the dagger on deck, bro. It's very much alive. You know what I'm saying? Far from broken.
Dumb way. Tell him, oh, he took it out of the box, nigga. I'm just noticing that. He took it out of the box on.
Oh, yeah. The spirit of JDF, real quick. Got to throw it in the air. We're going to talk Power Rangers, bro. That's all. What are they talking about? But here we go. It's my soundboard. We need to summon the dragon. You already know. So my bad. Keep going. You know, pistol too. A couple NiNjeTTi leaks. We got the Blade Blaster on deck. Remember the Blade Blaster, bro? You know. My hating ass toy collectors, you know.
That's a treasure right there.
Yes, sir. The little Blade Blaster, bro. You know. So Rican's gonna have two of these in his GPD mode. It says SPD's a Disney season. You know. So I'm gonna get into a little bit of the weapon lore because the weapons are very important, you know, and iconic to a franchise. How much more iconic and important can you get with that? So let's keep going. Look, I got a list because I know Storm, Dino Thunder, SPD. These are all-star seasons, so it's like the Disney era. Like fan favorites. There's a few of them. Now, say what you want about Mystic Force, right? Arguably being trash, but at the same time, the theme is good. I like the wizard warlock thing. You know what I mean? I have my own kind of warlock rangers happening too. So, what else? Overdrive. We talked a little bit of Overdrive on the phone. Remember, I want you to get back in. What else we got? Jungle Fury. I watched some Jungle Fury. We can jump into that with you. And right?
Yo, it took like a year for them to transition. Really? But then they started showing reruns of MMPR and like a remaster in a sense. And then they put that out there, and then boom, the next thing get it.
Remember that when they and Sparkle shit, because that's like after season 3. Remember that? It was like an armor up mode.
We're talking about the metallic armor.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know about that or remember that, but that was when it was like
a really amazing that like enclosed them, and it was very sparkly.
Yeah, it was like a shimmer they gave them, and it was supposedly like a armor upgrade or some shit. Crazy. I remember that.
Thing.
Well, let's dive into it real quick, right? Let's give about each season, maybe 10 to 15 minutes, and kind of like this will be part one of us really getting into some Power Ranger lore and some shit. Because that's a couple seasons right there. And then after we cover Disney, we'll go back to early Saban, and then we'll go late Saban, and we'll make it a 3 part miniseries.
Question about just even just to segue into the conversation, right? Like,
yeah.
How do you feel about the transition from like the 5-man team to a 3-man team in the Disney era? Because at the start
let's start.
Yeah, like in Storm, it's the initial like introduction to the 3-man team, which we never had before in Power Rangers. Like we're usually we've grown accustomed to seeing like the 5-man team and the 5 teenagers with attitude concept.
Right.
But then like Disney came and was like, hey, we're just gonna make this a 3-man team. And that's what we're gonna start.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've always liked that. That's a great question. I've always liked that move, like, because it was like a breath of fresh air. Feels like an awesome shift in direction for the Rangers. Like something about them being ninjas is like what drew me to NiNjeTTi, right? In the movie. So what I do want to say is, before we even get into that, like, since we're on the ninja theme, it's very important to me, and I want the fans to understand the CGI in the movie for the 30th anniversary. If there's a company out there, if there's anyone watching, if this video touches anybody out there that gives a fuck, if someone could redo the CGI for the '95 movie, bro, and give us what it's supposed to look like picture the Falcon, almost like a special edition of Star Wars, you know what I'm saying? So like the re-release to the Star Wars stuff, that would be a beautiful. Stuff. So there's a lot in Power Rangers is Ninjas is my favorite season, basically. So Ninja Storm had the whole Cam arc. You know, there's disappointments in it, but overall I enjoyed it. So it's
up there. It's really up there.
Yeah,
like
it's
I can
good.
Watch those shows, one of those episodes today, and it's still like top tier. Like I love the episode where Cam does go back into the past and then he obtains his samurai powers. Like it's really, really dope how they like, and then making him like the initial reason why Lothor got caught. Like it's wild, but you see why he executed his mission the way he did from the jump. And then technically he could have won.
Right.
He could have won, low key. But, you know, plot armor, Power Rangers. So it was cool seeing like such a goofy villain actually like knowing what the fuck he was doing the entire time.
Damn.
Yeah.
The story was great. I enjoyed all of that. I enjoyed the whole Green Samurai. It was cool to see a Green Ranger come back in that season. That's one that sticks out for me. So we got a guest in the background, but just hit me in the chat. Let me know when you want me to bring you up. We'll do that a little later. We're gonna run through this Power Ranger stuff real quick. So what else? Any major character things or we're missing from Ninja Storm? Obviously the Thunder.
Where did Rican go? Where did Rican go? Yes, nigga, the Thunder Power Rangers were in Ninja Storm. They were like powerful, and then like they were literally the first antagonists in the show who made like everybody else like
my bad
for doing. Like and then their whole arc was so emotional because they really perceived that the leader of the Wind Academy killed our parents. And it was like,
that whole shit was crazy.
Man, it was fire. Oh, nigga, went into the whatchamacallit, the forest, and they had all the dead ninjas. Like probably the most iconic fight scenes from the show. Low key.
Top tier season. So we got VG in the background. VG, let me know in the chat when I'm bringing you up. Like I said, we're gonna get through this stuff first. We're having a little bit of connection issues, but
good. But we're gonna rock.
Yeah, I mean, anything else we're missing before we move on to Dino Thunder? Dino Thunder's next. There's a lot to unpack with Dino Thunder, but
I mean, okay, let me ask you a question. How do you feel about like the initial, what they were gonna initially do with Ninja Storm and like turn it into a series called Power Rangers Hexagon and bring back Tommy, and basically they said they were using Forever Red as a template to bring in Ninja Storm.
Beautiful. That's a missed opportunity. Awesome. Awesome idea. Awesome concept. Awesome writing. We talked about that before. And me and Ias had conversations. We added that to NiNjeTTi. That's a NiNjeTTi leak. So Hexagon and Promethea, Matt Cook, all of that. All of that. We have our own versions of that. So I think what we're gonna do, is basically like take everything we cover as far as Power Rangers and explain to y'all how we're mirroring it and mimicking it in with within NiNjeTTi. Like I said, like the art of Jeet Kune Do is to
I don't know where he went coming from. And then we just, man, we sitting tight at the moment. My nigga had a spill to get off and couldn't, because we're having technical difficulties. Cool. And a deep conversation about that shit.
My bad, guys.
Man, you're good.
Hold up. What up, VG? We're having a little technical difficulties, but what up, bro? I can't even really access VG.
Jack,
how goes it? How goes it? I guess everything's back to normal after that. Is that what I'm hearing? A little hex.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was just telling him. Methia, Hexagon.
Initially.
Well, Ian sounded like he was about to like break down Hexagon. I wanted to hear what we got to hear. Lay down the Hexagon Bible for him.
Because I'm going to be really good initial thoughts up to like bring Tommy in as the Samurai Ranger. So I really want to see how they would have packed the story, and like it was going to be like a Power Ranger Civil War type of thing going on.
The Lord too is crazy.
Like to see what's his name, who's the Jason. So you have Jason over here with his thunder of the Power Rangers, for lack of a better term, and then you got Tommy over here with an organization that runs like on order, and then they're going to have some sort of conflict. Like I would have loved to see what that was going to be. Like other portions where we got Tommy back.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It's just something about him being a ninja is like it just feels like home. You know, he's the white dragon, so it's like, man, that's a drop opportunity in my eyes. So Ninja Storm, that's why I kind of Ninja Storm is almost like half the inspiration of NiNjeTTi. Let me put it like that. Like making NiNjeTTi to me and carrying the lore from the 95 movie to me. Of mine within my story and my universe, because it's one of my storm within is going to be beautiful and taken very serious, because like that's very close to my heart, that season. So that MMPR, Dino Thunder, Ninja Storm, SPD, certain shit, right? Basically what I'm saying. So I mean, anything you want to add, VG, to Ninja Storm? Give me your Ninja Storm recap before we move on to Dino Thunder?
I mean, my problem with Power Rangers is, I mean, like, you know, I do love Dino Storm. Yeah, that's a thing. You know, the storm, they're dinosaurs in the storm or whatever. I think that their suits are like the most elite for those two series back to back. I feel like every time you watch Power Rangers, it's usually like one season it's fire suits, and then the next seasons were like total catalysts. And I feel like in their imagery that they have for their seasons, they're shot fantastic, equally great. I don't know if I have one that I like over the other. Actually, I probably like Dino Thunder better than Ninja Storm, but Ninja Storm looks cooler.
VG, your mic is really high. Just want your input on the mic a little bit. I don't know if my mic is cracking or something's going on, but we're gonna work through it. But yeah, that's a great point, bro. That's a great point. What else after that? Okay, so Dino Thunder after Ninja Storm. It's definitely a classic season for me. So Dino Thunder is like, I don't know, it's to like MMPR and energy, but like with an up dinosaur theme, but it's like modernized. Suits, and then the fact that JDF was a professor, it was like that's what threw it over the top for me. You know, what happened to C? We lost C. Up and down. So yeah, Dino Thunder. What year was Dino Thunder? When did that come out?
It was 04 or 03, because I think Ninja Storm was 03 and then Dino is 04 or around there, something like that. What exactly is going on? The connection is terrible.
I know. I don't know what it is. The Wi-Fi is cutting in and out. Ian, I think, is jumping back in. That's why. Here we go. What's good, Z?
Testing.
Yep, everybody locked back in.
Damn.
Is what it is. Mesogog guy for Dino Thunder, isn't it?
Yeah.
Kind of like Lizard from Spider-Man kind of thing going on with Mesogog. I thought that was good writing. Like I thought that was a good character, bro. I feel like
question. Who do you think would sorry to cut you off about Mesogog, but who would find to go with JDF here? But I want you to really think about like the variants of Rangers that they are. The Black Abara Ranger or Cam's Green Ranger. Who do you think would win? And I'll even say the variant between Cam's good mode and his evil mode. So like I feel like there's kind of
talking about
like
Warhog, you mean?
No. I'm talking about Cam from Ninja Storm.
Oh, okay. The Green Samurai. Versus who?
Versus Black Abara, JDF's Black Ranger. Oh, because that was supposed to be the crux for like what Hexagon is supposed to be. They're supposed to be two, neighboring kind of Power Ranger schools that are at war with each other, basically. So they would have been like the leading Rangers that are like beefing with each other.
I mean, that'd be a good like superhero beatdown type fight between Green Samurai, Cam, and is it Brachio, the Brachio Ranger?
Yeah, Brachio. Brachio. I think that's what it is. I think I'm getting it wrong. Because I think
I mean, I don't like JDF Sword. I love that suit. I like the black dino.
Kind of really? Like it's sluggish. It's sluggish, but I think it's like he's aged up. It's a more like he's skillful, so he would know how to use that Zord, even if it's not most practical.
If it's like a tank, that shoots missiles, and it has like, it depends. Like I'd have to rewatch it and watch.
It's a giant fucking black and gold Bronchosaurus. I mean, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool, but it's like really.
I don't think it's the greatest. I think it's no. I mean, it's also massive too. It's a massive Zord.
But I see the potential. It reminds me of Pyramidas from the Black and Gold Ranger from Zeo a little bit.
Well, because that's who. For Hexagon, I think it was supposed to be like reversed. I think ASJ was supposed to be the Black Ninja Storm Ranger, basically, and like JDF was going to be the. So JDF was going to be Ninja Storm Green, and then it was going to be the Black Dino Thunder.
Well, I plan on bringing back Pyramidas. Like, my 2017 leaks, like my Flight of the Navigator type ship. If you really pay attention to my drops and my the Ninja. Profile on my Facebook, go back to my old profile picture. When I started doing the 2017 storyboard art, like this ship came out, the way the Zord looks, all of that, like the futuristic versions of Rican, and I'm really gonna experiment with a lot of, and I definitely am gonna tie in at some point because his Triforian roots gives me a whole universe to expand on. You know what I mean? So I like that. Aliens from another planet. So that's a NiNjeTTi leak for this show. I'm gonna show you guys. We're gonna be in our villain era, I think. BG. We're gonna keep giving. I think, and then you're gonna. But I wanted to Goldar. I got a snizzard for y'all today. We drop Oscar P Slime, our version of Ooze. I showed y'all the putties. I showed you guys the Tengus.
Yo, should we show the coloring sheet thing yet? Have you guys gotten into that?
Yeah, I can bring that up. It's just the connections kind of, if it can sustain it. Let's try to get Ion back for a little bit.
Let's mention it again in the next episode too, also. Just because I want people to find it.
Yeah. See, are you there? Yeah, he's probably having issues with his phone. All right. What else we got after Dino Thunder? There's other things in Dino Thunder. Of course, the White Ranger. We can't go through it that quick. Trent, the whole White Ranger saga with Trent, iconic. Probably one of the, after the JDF White Light Part 1 and 2. I mean,
his suit is like one of the first, like, most like different looking like Ranger suits. That's like another suit that like shifted like how they make Ranger suits. Because if you look at his, it's a little bit Dragon Ranger, you could say, with the shield, but it's more complex than that. It's far more complex. It's got the fucking crazy red visor. Like everything about it is, yeah, iconic is completely right. I think it's a very underrated Power Ranger entirely.
Trent is probably my third favorite Ranger. If my top 5, he's probably third or fourth. Real talk. I honestly almost like Trent more than I like JDF's Dino Thunder. Black and gold.
Look at it.
This is the red. Some people like it though. A lot of people love the red visor. Some people hate. Top tier for me. So what else? And the other Rangers ain't bad. I like is it KoD? Who's the Red Ranger from that season? What's his name? No, Trent was the White Ranger.
I feel like there's like 5 or 6 seasons of Power Rangers where the Red Ranger is a white guy named Trent. Not to be like that. Yeah. Not to be like, oh, white people, we hate them or whatever. But like, moving on.
Yeah, I think it's KoD or something like that. And then Kira, right? Of course. So like that whole team was strong for me. Dino Thunder was a very enjoyable season. My kids watched it. The replay value is kind of how I'm judging them. You know what I mean? It's like songs on a great album. Like to me, if you got a 10-song album and you're skipping 3 or 4 songs, a 6 out of 10 is not really a classic. Like no skip is a classic when you're making an album. So it's like a hit Power Ranger season is kind of the same thing. Like how much memorable shit is really in there. Like on from Dino Thunder, it's like SPD for me too. Is like the way the guns came together with the Red Ranger. Just that whole concept with him clicking the shit together. You know what I mean? Making that whole arc of him being a street dude, getting recruited, all that, the whole Red Ranger arc was great. SPD, kind of the soldier side. I love the Doggy Ranger. All of that. All of that. So it looks like everybody's falling out. So we'll let the connection come back a little bit. What else with SPD? So basically, our love for SPD is going to translate into our GPD stuff. So our GPD stuff is basically our futuristic side of the universe. Right? Here's VG coming back. So I'm just kind of talking about GPD and how it relates to SPD. So, because the connection's kind of going in and out.
There's gonna episode. I'm telling, like, there's gonna be editing this episode. So
Yeah, it's gonna. Yeah, it's just too much. But here we go. Where was I at? SPD. Doggy Ranger highlights. I'm basically going through like what I love about SPD and how it's going to translate to GPD. You know, I'm going to try to call Ion too, see what's going on with him. So anything with SPD?
I sent it to him again. I sent it. He's just waiting to get in, I think, right now.
That's cool. That's cool. I'm maintaining. So
he said his power.
Power went out. That was crazy. Okay, so where you at with SPD? Year 2025. I can't think of all these characters' names now. The Red Ranger is his name, right?
Right. Yeah, I believe so.
McLean.
I think. I'm not entirely sure.
Sky. Yellow's the OnlyFans girl, right? She doing her thing. Here's Ion.
Oh man, this shit fine.
There we go.
This motherfucking me storm is crazy.
VG show now.
Oh man, you stealing my
Let's talk about champagne, bad bitches, all the things Viewing Globe likes to talk about now.
Ooh, because
all right, so now let's do our what type of show are we gonna do, Ian? You feeling like we need to do what's that show with the show they film in Miami and they're like degrading women fit.
These bitches will never become.
I can't hear you, Ian. Damn.
I can hear him.
There we go.
These bitches aren't wives, nigga. Fuck these bitches and dump these bitches.
Why?
Oh my god.
Why? What happened? What happened? Why are we cussing on the show? Yo, what happened? What I missed?
This is the Patreon version right here. Like I said, Rican, you're going to edit this one. This one's going to Patreon. We're doing Patreon. Now, if you're not making the account, then I am, and I'm linking it to your channel. So
here we go.
What was y'all talking about when I left? All the fucking lights cut off.
We started talking shit about you. We were trying to emphasize. We were like, Ian needs to like fucking boss up already. Like, why doesn't he have a fucking Rolls Royce? Why isn't he like doing well for like where are the fans?
Uncut is a thing now. That's what we're doing. doing NiNjeTTi uncut.
I mean, I guess. Yeah, because how else are they gonna get us like talking shit about them? I'm not gonna keep like we can't just keep giving them stuff for free. We got to make these bitches pay. You know what I'm saying? So we'll put it at a premium way too high, and then a couple of these dumb fucks will actually pay it. You know, the real fans. You know, real fans want to hear this type of stuff, but we'll let them repost it and shit like that. We'll let them leak it. You know.
That's real.
All right. Well, this is where we left off, right? We basically covered Ninja Storm.
Mm-hmm.
We recapped Dino Thunder. Were you part of the Dino Thunder conversation or no? We kind of went over Dino Thunder.
Oh no, we got to hear in the back a bit. I think
right, and then we were just leading off with SPD. So kind of give us Dino Thunder into SPD.
Okay, boom. Like, what was y'all talking about with Dino Thunder? I'm curious to know.
The White Ranger.
Him, like, initially, like first episode, like, that was a big high. I seen him in Wild Force. What? Yeah, Wild Force. Is that? Yeah. And then he just comes back as, like, a main fucking character. So it's like, I love that. And then the nigga became a doctor, which is crazy to me.
Yeah.
So he's like the mentor figure, and he's like the one that gives them the powers, which was like a cool dynamic to his character and to bring his character around full circle.
Mm-hmm.
So I liked it for what it was. The Trent's White Ranger Dino, his whole Power Ranger real antagonist. Like that, and we haven't had one of those in like a while. And the fact that he was basically technically the Sixth Ranger on top of that. But I like them going back into the 5-man team like that more than anything. I still feel like they could have turned the Triassic Ranger into like its own Sixth Ranger thing.
Right, I agree.
That's just asking for too much, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, actually, Ian, how do you feel about the series where it's like they'll get extra Zords, they'll get these extra morphers, and then it's like you're putting on this color coordinating fucking morpher, and you're just getting those. Where is like the cool suit attachment? I'm getting back into it about the suits again. I'm fucking crazy about the suits. That's where we're at.
Because I think it's not like America has never created their own Power Rangers before that time. The Saban era, they created a whole new fucking Power Ranger out of thin air. But I think that when it changed over to Disney, I feel like Disney was to the point of, we're not investing any more money into this show. So you guys just have to work with what you got. Because to create one of these suits is fairly expensive.
Yeah.
So they were probably like, we don't have the resources. If it's not in the Sentai, like, we're not going to add on to lore.
To separate us at the end. That's what's going to separate NiNjeTTi from everyone else. Like,
where did Rican go?
Rita got him also. So
that's fucking funny, nigga. That's what you said when they got me. Rita got me. That's crazy.
I mean, that's what it is. I mean, it's the grid. I know. I watch these things. I mean, I can't prevent everything from happening. I'm more of just a spectator.
Okay, so you have Future Sight, but it's like I can't do anything about
those or whatever we'll call them.
That's fucking funny. Dustos is fucking hilarious, dude.
Oh, you know what it is? It's the browser setting.
Man parts.
Can you? My bad, guys. Can you hear me? All right.
We can hear you. We got some technical
Yeah,
difficulties.
it's the browser settings.
We're an underground show.
No, apparently. Yeah, I don't care. Apparently, I was supposed to upgrade the browser and do some things before the episode, so we'll get that popping before next one. But
yeah,
that's what it is. That's why my thing keeps dropping. Everybody.
Now we can go all the way into the SPD thing because I don't know if you want to break this conversation up in like threes, like we do three.
Drive, Jungle Fury, and RPM left. So we're 45 minutes in. So I think
get
into it all.
Things. And yeah, like how do you feel about the entire like in the Disney era? Not just I probably hold SPD, it's like bigger than most of the other seasons in my worldview. I just like the expansion.
I would say so.
Power Rangers Future. The future of the time we just got, but then it's like still in the past of Time Force. On top of that.
Right.
So it's like we're looking at like an alternate tool to me. It was really cool.
Yeah.
I like that you see the continuing of that series. Like you'll see the Rangers like pop in and they'll be like, yeah. At the end of the everybody like says that about it, but it's like they really didn't write stuff into the show like that like earlier. I mean, there were like power transfers, but nobody ever like switched colors. Like that was the first time after like 15 seasons of doing that.
And that goes
a lot of highlights.
Yeah, it goes into the technological aspect of the world and how they're able, like their approach to the morphing grid isn't like bio-based, like Mighty Ranger. It's like you need to do a power transfer or something like that. They got so technologically advanced with the morphing grid. They were able to just hey, we give you a morpher, you can simultaneously tap into the grid.
Right. No, access point. Straight access point.
And they, I mean, I guess they studied a lot of morphers because they had like morphers in their archives. They had the Dino Thunder morphers in their archives, and like God knows what other type of powers. So they could have essentially like given Ranger powers, like from Mighty Morphin to Turbo to anybody up to that point.
Well, I just want to I want to translate something real quick while you're on that point. When we talk about NiNjeTTi, the amulet itself is a vessel, the level of heart you have, your righteousness, the sword from the stone. Gonna differentiate my rangers in my world is what the amulet, what the grid Does that make sense? You know what I'm saying? Like the grid itself is like is almost the amulet gives you access to the grid. So your heart is a ranger, and your righteousness, your intention, your overall mission and connection to the grid is based on your psyche, your soul. So that's how much the amulet is going to amplify your connection to it.
Now,
so
here's
I just want to break that down.
Just to like go into your mind a little bit, right? Like, okay, so are you depicting like the more in the NiNjeTTi series as a whole? Are you depicting thing in it itself?
Yes, like the force, like the force. I'm writing the grid itself is. You know how Jedis have midichlorian count, and they kind of measure the strength of a Jedi based on like his midichlorian count in his blood. If any Jedi fans really know what that is, or Star Wars, of the Ranger verse, and they're ancient. The power is ancient, like in verse, because it comes from the soul. Just like in the movie when they lost their powers and their initial connection to the grid, the whole point to spiritually connect to the grid, so that way your powers cannot be stolen. Main focus is, so this is part of my NiNjeTTi leak. I'm getting different. This is only a piece of why it's different, because like to be a NiNjeTTi, it's itself is like you're a chosen. chosen one. You're a Jedi amongst men. You're like the temple of in the whole grid. Kind of like Spice in Dune. Like Dune is based on an element, right? Spice, if you watch the Dune saga, the whole galaxy runs off this nutrient, you know, this you know. So Zeo crystal is kind of the same thing. It's like it's the vibrant. We're giving you guys what what I feel, in my opinion, as a fan, where we should have gotten. You know what I mean? So I could keep going about that. A connection to the grid, right? And they're morphers in SPD, but I just want to put that out there. So think so the NiNjeTTis can put it in a watch. You know, I'm gonna do like a watch communicator. Like there's certain things I want to finalize, but pretty much, you know, the power comes from the ancient amulet. The amulet is like the tip of the spear. It aims the power. It's like poking the grid so your suit can come out of it. You know what I mean? You have to almost like connect your soul to the amulet, and then the amulet pushes the grid enough and surges the grid enough for you to flash your suit on you. You know what I'm saying? Of the grid. Once the NiNjeTTi selects you and realizes you're worthy, the grid protects you. Forever. It makes you a super soldier. It makes you a superhero. You're no longer human. You're like Thor. You're like almost half god at that point, because you're a protector of the grid. You're a ranger now. So even your human form, just like in the 2017 movie, some of the what do they call it? Civilian powers. So the NiNjeTTi will have civilian powers too. Right? If you watch some of season 3 and you watch some of the NiNjeTTi stuff, there's a couple episodes where Adam grows like Ant-Man. Rocky teleports, super jumps. Like, I'm gonna get a little crazy with some of that, as far as like being able to channel NiNjeTTi stuff and like do, you know, like Jumper, you know what I mean? Like teleportation, like Nightcrawler, you know, stuff like that. So like the NiNjeTTi are almost like not human. They're almost gonna be like mythological beings to other people, you know, even though they're just rangers and channeling grid energy. So that's it. I just wanted to cook on that a little bit. But as far as SPD, right? VG dropped out. As far as SPD, love the doggy ranger. What else you got with that?
Oh, yeah.
Unless you got any other
highlight of that whole season. Was it the Quantum Ranger? Not the Quantum Ranger, but the Omega Ranger. The Omega Ranger was a real highlight, and like his initial like storyline coming in, being like Sam, and like he got older, went back in time because there was supposed to be some sort of like doomsday occurrence that's supposed to happen on a day, and he basically came back to prevent it. So I love the whole Omega storyline, and it's like even the fact that we got that like the female version of the Omega Ranger at the end. Wish we could have got that. Like all the extra Rangers shit that they did. So turning Cat Manx into a fucking ranger, that was like top tier. Even if it was for like, oh, this is a disposable morpher, and the concept of disposable morphers like was a big highlight in the series, because it's like I feel like they expand, and now it's like, oh, it could be a new ranger that comes out of nowhere. The first like orange ranger, even though it was a dream sequence, like we got our first depiction of an orange ranger, and he looked so good being in the like SPD uniform. So that was cool. I feel like we could have had so much more with that. Like they dropped the ball on a lot of it. But overall, I like the story. I like the what's it called? The last evil person, the final boss, the what's it called? The Magnificent or something like that.
Where's Grum? Where's Grum from? General Grum.
Grum is, I have no clue the exact planet he's from, but I know Grum is a part of SVD.
Right.
He's like, great villain. Like, he worships this like thing. I believe the thing is his ship or something. Like it's like the little thing that comes out of like the head, and he's talking to it, and it seems like he's going crazy, but that's his master.
Yeah.
So it's like Grum is like when you see him as like a foot soldier, it gets better on some G shit.
Right.
Whatever this thing is they're praying to is like the actual main bad guy, which it was weird and still don't really know what it was. It's like, it's almost like what do you call that? Like a Galactus type character who like eats planets and shit.
Right.
Almost in that same vein. But like, how do you feel about the season or highlights?
That's definitely one of my things. Like if I had to make a list on SPD, like things I love about it, definitely Doggy Ranger, the Shadow Ranger is dope for me. I enjoy Grum as a villain. Actually, the Reaper Ranger that I have is kind of like a Megaforce, is like my only Megaforce theme ranger. Is the Pirate Ranger I have, Reaper, and he's kind of based on Grum. He's a descendant of Grum a little bit. So he's got the skull. He's the skull and crossbones ranger. So I'm probably gonna drop that. I'm gonna drop that. I think that's gonna be a NiNjeTTi exclusive on my Instagram after the episode. So we'll drop this episode, and remind me, I'll drop the Reaper Ranger, right, for all my haters and Megaforce people, you know, low key. So he's a big one. He's a big one, you know. So what else? SPD, obviously the technology, the futuristic side of it. I love the Star Trek aspect of it. It got like a little bit of this Star Trek feel. So I love how that in Once and Always they brought back the SPA and they're leaving that open and that whole type of thing. So I'm seeing the future of Power Rangers turning into Star Trek a little bit, but with the suits. So like, I think that's a blend that'll work because Power Rangers can't quite be Star Wars, but it doesn't really have to be because it's different enough that it can be its own thing, if not better. You know what I mean? So that's my thing.
They can go into so many aspects of like Power Rangers and like attack it from this angle, then attack it because it's so many seasons and it's so much like the lore so dense.
Right.
So they can do a lot. They can bring back suits. They can like keep incorporating like the Sentai for one television show and then create a whole nother thing where it's like new suits and a whole different type of atmospheric show. But I feel like they can do so much with the franchise. And they should ultimately, like, SPD is such a different thing, and it's so, the idea for it is still new. So I feel like they can bring that back around full circle. And it's such a good fucking season of Power Rangers. Like, even you got the guy with the dreads who comes in and like becomes like assumes the Red Ranger leader role. And it's like, not even a fucking like officer at the end of the day. So, and then you see the conflict between him and the Blue Ranger, and then them becoming friends at the end of it. Like, the character arcs are so freaking good. Like, I'm a big character guy. It's like seeing that character arc and like seeing like Doggy giving the Blue Ranger a fucking question, and like at the beginning of the show, and then giving him the same question at the end to see if his answer changed with his experience and what he's learned. And it did. And that's when he was like, okay, now you're finally ready to be a leader.
Yeah, the dynamic between the Rangers is great in that season. And I think that the Disney era has a lot of seasons that we're going to really like try to reflect on and pay homage to, and take a lot of the good, discard what's unnecessary, and make uniquely our own. Like I said, you know, G Kundo it, and bring it part of NiNjeTTi. So definitely there's going to be some Dino Thunder in my universe. There's going to be some SPD, some Ninja Storm. So far, these 3 seasons are iconic and epic. And SPD is one of the more epic seasons to me. You know, before we go to Mystic Force, we got a special guest. I'm going to bring him up.
Why, hello, Rican Ranger.
Oh, no. Look who we found spinning the block.
Well, well, well.
Diddles the
Mr. Iron
Bring me the clown.
What the fuck, man?
You know, you guys woke
the
me
diddler.
from my evening La Foyer, as they say. You know what that means?
Man. What do you want, Diddles?
What's that called? A Twaj Menage, as they say.
Twaj Menage. Hilarious.
Had a couple of baddies around me. Anyways,
oh man,
how goes it? I mean, I fucking hate you two. I fucking hate you. Don't think I'm trying to be your friend, but I do know how to, you know, participate in being on someone's show. How to be a proper guest.
It's a love-hate thing.
Upscale the showmanship. I can outdo you guys with my showmanship.
Yo, I bet you can, Mr. Clown.
Bro, he's like the evil clown from Spawn. What's his name? The evil clown from Spawn.
Oh my God. Is that Malboja? I believe that's Malboja.
Yeah, that's all you are. That's all you are. The demon hell spawn of the grid.
Yeah, I'm tens of thousands of years old.
I believe you, nigga.
Astral being. I'm an astral asshole, I like to say. I
never stopped being asshole.
I never stopped.
Alliteration.
Ever.
That's wow. Well, listen, Diddles. I mean, is there any chance that you're gonna leave fucking Power Rangers alone, bro? What's the word, bro?
Oh man, you guys are gonna have to. You know, I listened to a lot of mobster documentaries, and I've heard this said before. If you guys want to stop me, you're gonna have to come and shoot me. You can't ever stop the Diddler. Come on, me and Epstein, Trump, we all go way back.
I believe.
Oh my God.
God, I believe you so.
So you're hiding the
Paramount
Epstein
executives, everybody included. Boom Studios executives. You name it. Come on. I've been in the industry for how long now?
Your ex-wife.
Well, there goes
what
this
about
episode.
Her? What did you just...
I don't know, Diddles. Where do we go from here?
Oh man,
not talking about my ex-wife.
We keep diving in, you dig? Like,
do you know her?
Somebody married you?
Or just chop it up into threes. We can keep going. What's next?
I'll go to your job and I'll take my shirt off. I'll fucking fight you about it.
All right, Diddles. I know you hacked VG, but I'm gonna have to ask for VG back, Diddles. You're gonna have to go home to the Diddles show.
Well, yeah,
appreciate you coming through.
To be a respectful guest, and he would upshow you in showmanship. I will leave as per requested. Have a good night. I fucking hate you two.
Bye, Diddles.
Hey, fuck you very much, Diddles.
That was fucking funny.
That's
fucking funny.
Bro, you never know what's gonna happen.
Never
the
fucking
crib
know who's
over
coming
here.
up. Like I was
You never know, bro.
that could have happened. Like
All
that's
right,
great.
see, let's wrap this up before we get interrupted again by another obstruction in the universe. All right. So Mystic Force, right? Let's go from SP Dizzle. We got Mystic Force in 06.
That fucking season sucked.
It's like the biggest tryhard season, right? Out of all of them, it's like they really could have did the Harry Potter Warlock like Doctor Strange Rangers. All right, and then like we got that shit, you know.
There's a few episodes, and
so that's my thing
though. Like there's a few, like the wish thing, like when they like wish them not to have powers, and then they go to like this desert and they find these 3 abstract fucking beings. I forget what they're called. They Morphin Master.
Mm-hmm.
And like another highlight, Rita. Being the Mystic Mother,
right.
like that was a good one.
Right.
Trying to see.
Right. That's what I'm saying. The highlight is almost the writing. A little bit in some parts.
Aspect of it all, like it was fire to me. I liked it a lot.
Like, yeah, I would almost say it's the season of tremendous potential, but never. Never really like reached, you know.
Oh.
That's why I didn't watch much of it, so I don't have much to say other than like I'm basically gonna do my version of the warlocks and you know witches and Doctor Strange Rangers and magic, and you kids, no way they cannot not be in the script. And NiNjeTTi. Okay? So Mystic Force, what my version will be.
It's like it's a really good concept, but it's like in execution didn't fare well. And I didn't have a team up episode. Like that's what like was very telling.
Right. Right. So I mean, let's segue into Overdrive, right? We got Jungle Fury in the middle, then RPM. We can almost talk about both of them. Let's bunch up Drive and RPM because we have a big part in the car seasons coming up with NiNjeTTi. Never guess who showed up.
Who let that guy in here?
You did, motherfucker. Like
And he slithered through.
I left a crack in the group. Did I? No.
I don't know. I guess, bro. You didn't shut the doggy door. And
I think he
Diddles
manifested himself in here. I think his presence is like so like ancient and evil. It like pre-exists like my creation. So I can try. I'll try.
Think of that scene in the movie of the 95 movie where it was like, no one can get in here without a power cord. It was like, almost.
Damn you, Diddles.
Sorry, I was arguing with the DoorDash guy. I couldn't get my cart. At least bring it in, and he was like, I think you're gonna rob me. And I was like, this is a command center. This is the side. How are you gonna get robbed anyways?
They go around Vasquez.
Well, yeah, he already got the $35 tip for coming up the hill. It's like, you know, it's however many hundreds of feet elevated. So at that point, you're gonna get robbed. Like, what the fuck?
But the building itself is a Jewish fucking like college or whatever. It's like a school for Jewish people.
That's wild. I didn't even know the GriD had DoorDash. That's wild to me.
Well, how well?
That's wild.
That's actually how the GriD is so powerful.
Wow. Wow. That's awesome. All right. So check this out, VG. We were leading off into all the car seasons. So we're lumping Operation Overdrive and RPM together.
Oh,
and
that's
then
fantastic.
I guess we can close it out with Jungle Fury, you know?
Little jungle heat. Nothing beats it.
Yeah.
Nothing beats the mosquitoes, the baby oil, the clown hair. Sorry, getting ahead of myself.
Right. I know. That damn Diddles. So, I mean, I don't know much about Jungle Fury. That's what I'm saying. I mean, I watched a little bit of it. I like how the suits have the rocket packs when they jump around. I love the nunchucks, the academy, the fight school. So certain things about Jungle Fury I really like, you know. The Wolf Rangers Wild Force, right? I like that about Wild Force a lot. Wild Force is not a Disney season, is it? Only halfway?
Halfway.
Right?
Not really,
yeah, pretty much.
Ninja Storm versus Wild Force. I know. We're not talking about those two specifically, but I bring that up as a topic because they're also like the power of school. So who do you guys think would win that lineup?
I mean, I'm just biased to the ninja teams, but I also love the animal teams too, which is why I put them both together for my series.
I'll look at it like
so
this.
I'm on the fence.
The Wild Force, what? Damn, you really don't. But I would surmise that the Wild Force team is much older, seeing as that they tap into like those ancient animal spirits, and like the zords themselves are alive and can like manifest like god modes. So I would say probably Wild Force.
Well, check this out, right? I mean, Dino Thunder has super. We're gonna have some super Dino mode. So basically, Rangers have for moods having modes and being able to spin the belt buckle and have different mode switches within a fight is almost like upgrading your Super Saiyan mode within the fight. So it's like Super Dino mode, kind of a preview to that, if you think about it. Nothing new under the sun. Super Dino mode is like a Super Saiyan upgrade to me. Yeah, so I like that about it. But think about it like this, right? I picture NiNjeTTi and Ninja Storm versus Jungle Fury and Wild Force. Like, picture that team up battle, like 2-on winning that. You know what I'm saying? You got the ancient NiNjeTTis, and then you got Wind Rangers, all that shit, versus all the Animal Rangers, you know, Wild Force, Jungle Fury, all that shit. Like, that's a battle I would watch.
I mean, the Storm and the Jungle Fury, they're both on top of that. The way they access their, because I mean, technically, Ninja Storm doesn't have spirit animals, but they do.
Right.
But they don't like tap into those spirits per se. Not like how the Jungle Fury Rangers do. So that might be a good matchup between those two ninjas. And like, let's see whose school was the best type shit.
Right. And but now you guys are kind of seeing how NiNjeTTi's gonna flow with those 4 teams right there alone, being a big chunk of the script. Like, you know what I mean? Go ahead, continue your evaluation.
I think the 2 Thunder Rangers could like kill the entire Wild Force team, and if Cam was there with them, it would literally be the 3 of them. It would eviscerate the whole Wild Force.
Like, the Wild Force has a fucking weapon of mass destruction, bro. Like, that was created by God. Like, that bite that he got.
Oh
shit, my bad. I meant to say Jungle Fury. I do that.
Jungle Fury, maybe. Yeah, Jungle Fury, maybe. The Wild Force team is strong, in my opinion.
Well, yeah. Rangers, nigga. Like, and have autonomous fucking other Power Rangers. Like, be Then they have the Rhino.
But see, that's a good chunk. That's a good chunk to watch right there. The Rhino shit, yeah, exactly. Like,
the master.
Watch those teams right there. Those 4 seasons.
Ooh.
And put them together, and that's a big chunk of NiNjeTTi, bro.
That'd be dope.
Think about it.
Represent some.
Ninjas, pretty much, you know, because if you think about it, the Force of Fortitude is kind of where the Spirit Animal Rangers rule supreme. The Forest of Fortitude, Desert of Despair. So the NiNjeTTi have to go through all that to get to the temple. So just to even be worthy of an NiNjeTTi, you have to get through a living forest, kind of like Shang-Chi, the Shang-Chi movie, that the office, the forest that surrounds them, that surrounds Shang-Chi's ancient village. Like, it's kind of like that, the forest of fortitude. It's a living, breathing, like organism, like forest. Like, it'll eat you and kill you itself if it wants to. Like, if it feels you're a threat and unrighteous and evil, the forest itself will kill you. You know what I mean? So the forest of fortitude doesn't play. Like, you have to be a righteous ranger to even walk through it. Because if the forest starts to question your intention, your journey to the temple is going to be something that's just more difficult because your heart is not in the right place. You know what I'm saying? So whatever it throws at you, temptation, 7 deadly sins, all of that, like, I'm going to go into that type of stuff. So like the forest of fortitude is a big geographical location in the series. Then you have the desert of despair, where you have to go through trial and tribulations, hallucinations, right? That's the word. And almost like getting tested, like when Jesus walked through, what is it, 40 days, 40 nights, where the devil tempted him. Fair to me, Rican's gonna go through that kind of arc where, you know, that's where the snake ranger is gonna come from, the elephant, the ancient elephant. You know, it's like he's more of a mystic force tie-in too. Like, so that connection and that writing that I'm doing right now for the later books is crazy, bro. It's crazy. That's why I kind of wanted to talk about these kind of seasons and get y'all ready and prep y'all palette for the middle of this series, because the beginning, and VG will tell you, the beginning has kind of been done. And we're just kind of dropping you right into it. You know what I'm saying? And then how we continue it and keep your interest throughout the whole thing is going to be basically weaving in and out of other seasons and putting them together. So I'm excited to give you guys that. So
that's dope.
Let's continue. So RPM and overdrive, right? So we're at Jungle Fury. Jungle Fury's in the middle. So I'll let you do the chop up. See where I know nothing about Operation Overdrive. That's how much I dislike it. I don't even have that much watch time in that series alone.
Yeah, you don't like that?
Like you were saying,
came back.
Yeah, like I'd have to literally try. I have to try and force myself to watch Overdrive. That's how bad I think it is sometimes. So you have to basically tell us.
Like, it's about the Corona Aurora and the, like, I guess the what do you call those, gems, or like some sort of like diamonds that power the actual crown. And it's about like it's like a globe trotting season, and it's like, it's good for what it is. Like, a billionaire just has the money to like tap into the morphing grid,
Right.
And
that's crazy.
All of it comes from that, and he's on this mission that was given to him by this king. I forget the king's name, but he's a part of the Corona Aurora and all that. And these two brothers, like basically, like I like that aspect of it, that there were different villain factions, and it wasn't just one villain at the beginning, just like, oh, I'm going to dictate everything. It's like many different people who are fighting for this crown, and so it's like they're fighting against each other. They're fighting against the Rangers. The Rangers are fighting against all of them, and like it was even at a point where Rita and Zed's offspring came into the picture, and like he gave them a run for their money, which prompted like Adam to come back with a team of other Rangers. And like
that's right. There is a good Adam episode in that season.
Yeah, you're right. And he was like, he brought back an alpha, which I don't know why they didn't keep alpha around just for like the rest of the show. Literally the first time we had like an android, or like he's not an android because android implied he's like a cyborg.
Right.
No android because he wasn't human at all. So the first time we had an android as a Power Ranger, and they were a leader, because then before, like, we have the SPD episode that dives into androids, and they like having be a past, like the past introduction of the androids, and him being like a Red Ranger, and ultimately it was like a Pinocchio type of like deal where he's like the story was more richer than like people give it credit. Like and really like grew the series up.
Right.
Like much more than we actually think. But it was like good. I like the what is it like the Alien Ranger, what's his name, who became the what's it called? He was like a Silver Ranger, but he was called something. Like some sort of alloy or something like that. Mercury, the Mercury Ranger. I like the Mercury Ranger.
Oh, crazy. He's like the Sixth Ranger of the season.
Yeah. Yeah, and he was like from another planet named Tyson.
Right.
But it
right.
VG, you were saying
actually.
VG's connection is terrible tonight.
All right, you want me to drop you down? I could drop you down if you want. Just let me know if you want me to bring you back up. All right, so yeah. My thoughts on the car seasons, like I said, it's just so important to Operation Overdrive and RPM. Those are the main catalysts and main ingredients of my car Rangers. I haven't, even though I have the car theme down pack and I've done a few suits, I haven't really put anything out there as far as like the car themes, because our timeline is introducing Ranger teams in a different order. So the same way you guys got Turbo or we got Zeo, right? Or was it Turbo first? Turbo,
Zeo, and then Turbo.
Zeo, then Turbo, right? And we got that timeline after that. Mine is going to be completely different. You're going to get NiNjeTTi, then you're going to get the animal seasons. You know what I mean? Then you're going to get the car seasons. You're going to have the Mystic Force kind of in the middle. I'm not using them all. I'm only using a select ones. You know, of course, we're starting with the ninjas, and then we're going to close out with the car seasons. And then at the end of my whole saga, reboot the Dino shit. Then you're going to have Dino Charge, MMPR. So it was like, I didn't want to come out the gate rebooting MMPR. I want to build up to it, is my point. So I want to show y'all how many seasons I can recreate and mimic and pay homage to in my universe, and make better significantly with the NiNjeTTi theme. I'm going to try to body bag as many seasons as I can and connect them seamlessly and cohesively, that the fans love it. They love the story and the connections. And all story. So as long as I can accomplish that with the 7 to 10 seasons that are my favorite, I'll be happy, bro.
Yeah, I understand.
And I feel like that's enough, you know, like trying to bite off all 30 seasons when a lot of the shit we got from Power Rangers, we don't need it all. You know what I mean? We only need certain things.
Yeah, the meat and potato all.
Right. And to say that a car themed Ranger collective theme in NiNjeTTi, to have a team that's not card themed, it would be criminal to not have that. So, in my opinion. So definitely Turbo, Operation. I'm gonna get all the hot aspects of those seasons into my one car. Name it something, right? So Spirit Storm is Jungle Fury, Wild Force, and a lot of all the animal theme Rangers. Of course, the Spirit of the NiNjeTTi. Spirit Storm is the animal team. Then Ninja Force basically is all the ninja team. Like, you know, you got the NiNjeTTi, you got what's the other one? Ninja Storm, Ninja Steel, all the ninja seasons. You know, so it's like I broke it into threes, like trinity of 3 or 4 other teams. to take like Blade and then make it a team that represents that. And then put those 3 or 4 or 5 teams together. And then that's the universe.
Oh, that's dope. That's really dope.
So that's where I'm at with it. Seasons we got from Power Rangers. So I just, you know, I appreciate your knowledge, and this proves that you know, not only are you a great co-host, but you also know a lot about Power Rangers too.
Oh yeah, man. Like Power, like one of my like. I like the lore of things, so it's like Power Rangers having such a deep lore. It's like what draws me into the show.
We'll close it out with RPM, because I know the Black RPM Ranger. Is it Fox? He's like the race star Fox of the fucking Rangers. Like one of the best Black Rangers of all time.
The Disney seasons, like you get this fucking like computer virus that comes in that's created by this child. On top of that, in some sort of like CIA-esque program, and she develops a fucking, just for freedom, develops a fucking computer virus, and then it gets out into the world and like basically nukes the planet. So it's like you have that on top of like survival mode. There's only one city, period, that's like on the planet, and then you have like this gritty fucking Power Ranger season, all like surrounding the Black Ranger, like his hat, and it's like him like having like being, I guess he would technically be a cyborg because he's still a human, but he has like those like mechanical upgrades, and like explore that, like his body could turn on him at any moment, and that aspect of like the severity all the shit has going on and surrounding the story, and like just like humans basically trying to survive on a nuked fucking planet. It's like it was a great storyline from the beginning. Like at some point, like the writing went downhill, and they like completely moved away from the initial story surrounding the Black Ranger. So that's where I feel like one of the pitfalls was like, and like the story could have been so much more, which it's like the age-old like Power Rangers critique. Like it's like, oh well, it could have been something, but these guys dropped the ball. And I don't know everything that was happening behind the scenes. I know a few things, like the writers, like a writer getting fired and things of that nature. So his initial like vision of the story couldn't like come to fruition. And that was a fucking bummer at the end of the day, because I feel like the story could have been 10 times better than what we got. But it's like, yeah, like that Power Rangers always dropping the ball thing. You know what I'm saying?
Right, exactly. Like potential never reached. You know, there's so many seasons that was left undone and unsaid and, you know, untapped, that I feel like that's why I had to do this universe, because it's like, y'all really can't convert this. There's not enough here to like structure something that is so solid enough of a foundation for the fans to give us another 30 years. Like, come on, bro. Who you got running this? That's why I always made a joke with the keys and who got the keys and all this other stuff, because it's like, how do you not see all the potential here into making? You guys just don't know what you're doing. You're not taking the time to listen to fans and give us what we really want. We're grown-ups now. You know, it's not about being a 40-year-old Power Ranger and being a kid. And, you know, they like to clown me for that. It's like, no, you got to keep yourself in that mindset of when you were a kid, when you enjoyed this shit, so you can make it better and translate into how an adult would enjoy it now, with all the responsibilities and differences in life we deal with now. You know what I mean? So I want to do, you know, closing thoughts, last thoughts. VG, I'm about to bring you up. We're about to hit an hour and a half. So I want to close it out. Like my last thoughts on RPM, like basically is definitely another season that needs to get revisited. I would love to get Black RPM as like a Winter Soldier type character in my shit, and like, you know, negotiate that at some point, because we have a big story arc for book 3 or movie 3, you know, or technically it's book like 6 through 9 in the series by the time we get to it. But there's some crazy, the Turbo Rangers are gonna you know, our version of the car shit is gonna go through a crazy transition before the dinosaur shit shows up. So by the time we get to that phase in the script and where that goes, it's going to be tremendous. So VG, last thoughts, then we'll go to C, and then I'll take us home, bro. And obviously KoD's not going nowhere. We're here to stay. So where you guys at with final thoughts on everything?
Well, honestly, I feel like this episode went really well. Besides the technical difficulties, I think we're gonna have to vault this one, and we're gonna have to get a couple other episodes made. To talk about like the continuity of the episode, like within it. But yeah, I think this went really well, guys. We need to stay locked in on this.
All right, give me your last thoughts on the fate of the reboot. Do you think that in the hands of Disney and Netflix and all this major writing,
they absolutely, like, they know that they have
this being successful? Do you care? Will it
with this, because it's failed a bunch before, and they probably are onboarding people that do have some experience with like the fans, I would assume, or just expectations overall. So I don't think it's going to be perfect, but I think promotion wise, it's probably going to be pretty big, I would assume.
Yeah. I agree. I think it's going to be a spectacle is the word I'm looking for. Like, they're going to try to make Power Rangers a spectacle again to make a last cash grab. And then if they can't do it and it's not what it's supposed to be for them in their eyes, it's just going to stay with the fans.
Yeah.
You know, and then time after their shit comes and goes and flops, and then, you know, White Dragon comes and goes, and hopefully it doesn't flop. I'm rooting for it, but I've said it from day one. This shit's gonna be a glorified beatdown, you know. And I feel bad that this is the only opportunity that Jason really got to be on screen and have a film, you know, before we lost him. But I don't think this is gonna be the one. I've never really fully been a fan of the White Dragon suit. I think the helmet's a letdown. It's too much visor. That big crack in the middle of the visor. It's just the helmet. The suit was never it for me. No diss against Aaron or anybody. I love the upgrades on the existing Power Ranger stuff that Bat and the Sun has done, but the White Dragon suit, even if he does a sequel comic, you know, it's great, but I don't think within the brand it has enough to sustain, especially that Jason's not here anymore. So I'm focused on NiNjeTTi and converting Power Rangers and making my own IP and taking Temple of Power to the next level, you know. So that's where I'm at with it. You know, there's plenty of potential in here for Power Rangers to compete with DC and Marvel. It just has to be in the right hands and have the right ideas. So where you at, C, with all that?
Man, just to like piggyback on what you were saying, I'm truly excited for The Legend of the White Dragon. I don't know why. It's like an internal feeling that I have. It's like, oh, even if it's not really a good movie, it's gonna be like one of those like cult classics. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm looking at it and I'm looking forward to it being just another cult classic. Like, not actually a good movie, but a movie that I'll constantly go back and revisit just because it's a thing and it has so much nostalgia built into it. So, and I'm really hoping for the best. The Power Rangers, on the other hand, I don't know if this whole like Disney Plus reboot will be pushed as much as we think it's going to be. I believe it's going to be a thing where it's like they're going to give a soft open to, and they're like going to like promote it like, hey, this is here. We're not going to put all our eggs back into the basket because it did poorly the last time in the hands of Disney. So Disney's probably
it's still part guinea pig.
Yeah, so they're probably just like, we're going to make this just as a thing, just like not even expecting much off of it, just to see if like the core fans will still want to watch this and see if we can introduce it to a new audience. And if a new audience gravitates towards it, hey, that'll be cool. And they'll try, like, they probably will put a few dollars next year into it, like, to make a new season of that thing. But do I have high hope for it? Not really.
Yeah.
Not at all.
I agree. I agree on that breakdown. Me neither. I think it's going to come and go because I don't think in the hands of the people it's in, they don't truly understand the brand. You know, as someone who takes pride in that shit and, you know, tries to really like articulate and conceptually give the fans what they want. That's what I'm up against. It's like watching them do another bullshit reboot that's going to flop, and because it's a money grab instead of a passion project, you know, it's like put the right people in charge. And one and done, you got $1 billion franchise if you do it right. Honestly, you know, that's my final thought. So awesome. See, VG, last announcements, bro. Anything from the grid we need to know before we dip? Formation out.
I mean, as far as updates go, I mean, I know that we need to keep our keep our human made flappers and go. You know, I'm a globe. I don't have a mouth like you exactly. I'm just illuminating light in a glass dome. So that's my setup. But you guys got to be careful what you spit out here, because you know these other big dogs, as they say, the you know, these fat cats, really, they're not cool enough to be big dogs. They're fat cats. Let's get that right. Let me correct myself. These fat cats are just going to keep, you know, taking all this fucking NiNjeTTi swag is what's going to keep happening.
Basically. Oh yeah, and I want to address anyone threatening my character or my IP or taking anything that's mine. My shit is fully protected. So we're working on all of that moves. You will be exploited, and we will defend ourselves accordingly if you choose to do that route and you know, take that route against us. So hopefully y'all choose peace. Whoever's out there with maleficent intent towards us, you know, we're seeking to finish this project and have peace. So we rather not be.
Yeah, well, what we're trying to actually get across here is, if you're trying to, you know, come at NiNjeTTi, you better put on your best fucking pink dress that you got. That's what the fuck I got to say.
Get it popping. So with that being said, see, last words, bro. I'm gonna take us out.
I'm
Terminator,
good.
are you coming? You good?
Like me, do I have anything? Nope. Got new episodes KoD coming in the tuck.
They getting rid of you? They ain't getting rid of you yet, bro.
Oh man, they can't touch me, man. Foolproof.
All right, y'all. Well, this is the squad NiNjeTTi formation. This is just an update show. Like I said, we getting everything back going. You know, we putting coal in front of the train again, keeping it moving. Like I said, book 1 submissions getting done. Y'all met Sam. You know, it's all transparent over here. Hit the spot fund. We soldiers at war fighting for this. NiNjeTTi, we shall rise. Rican Ranger, you already know formation. Big C in the building. Terminator, VG. Shout to E Block, E Media. Yeah, we love y'all. Stay tuned. Next episode of KoD coming soon. Rican Ranger everywhere. Power, you already know. NiNjeTTi out. Peace.
I know.